Most welcome in UPSC Welfare channel. As we know that we are trying to cover all the structure of the Indian economic questions which has been asked by the UPSC, especially in the preliminary examination. So I will not especially make the delay to start the questions. See, so let's start. See, first number the question, the redistributions. First, the questions is saying that redistribution of the income in country can be best brought about through. What is that? Progressive taxation combined with regressive expenditure. Remember that, of course, because redistribution of income in a country, here asking that through redistribution of income. So definitely progressive taxations combined with regressive expenditure will be correct. Why it is so? Because as we know, progressive tax is the process in which as the income of a person increase and rate of income tax on income also goes up. Regressive tax is a process according to which as the income of a person goes up, rate of tax goes down. So as we know, the progressive tax structure improve the the progressive tax improves strives the distribution of incomes. So that's why, of course, we have to give the priority of the B will be a correct answer here. 11 number, see, according to census 1991, which of the following the state has a lower population density than other three? So which one will be here? See, as we know that Sikkim is going to be. Next question, according to census, yes, 991, the census, the average size of the household in term number of persons per household in respect of the given status follow the sequence, the highest first and lowest last, means the chronological order. Chronological order we have to. So as we know that there should be no doubt in the Uttar Pradesh is the highest. So which one is going to be B? Actually A is going to be eliminated and C also going to be eliminated. Now Uttar Pradesh, then West Bengal definitely will be, then I'm the Tamil Nadu and the Kerala, of course, as we know that. So which one is going to be a 12? 12 is going to be a 12. See, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Gujarat and Kerala. See, as we know, there is a confusion between the Tamil Nadu and the Kerala. Of course, the Kerala has a population. So I think so. That's why especially we have to give the priority of B. Uttar Pradesh, then largest population, especially when we're talking about in India, in which state is that, then definitely, of course, we have to give the priority of the Uttar Pradesh. So I mean, the V will be a correct. Uttar Pradesh, Bengal, Gujarat and Kerala, of course. And the Kerala is totally stabilized, of course, as we know that the population has been stabilized by the Kerala. So I mean, B will be a correct answer here. See, Human Development Index comprises the literacy rate, life expectancy at birth, and what will be the third one? So gross national product in a US dollar. Do you think so that? Yes, national income per head in US dollar. Yeah. See, B is going to be I'm the gross domestic product per head, real at the processing power, national gross national product per head in the US dollar. So which one is going to be of course 13 is going to be D, because this is a totally, of course, life development index, SDI, as we know, comprises literacy rate, life expectancy at birth, and third one is national income per head in US dollar. So D is going to be the factor here. Next one, in India, inflation is measured by especially the wholesaler price index number. Inflation is measured, of course, the wholesaler price index. So which one is going to be a 14? 14 is going to be a correct. Why it is so? Because of course it has been clarified totally that inflation means rising the general price level of a period of time with expectation of further increase. So it's measured by the change in wholesaler price index, yes, in the base year, to calculate WPI Yes, is 1993 to 94 since April 2000. So definitely which one is going to be A? Definitely. And there's still, of course, the inflation is the measured by that. So of course the A we have to choose here answer. 50 number C, which one of the following is going to be a level at the assertion and the region is going to be correct. So let's have C. Emergency of the economic globalization doesn't imply the decline of socialist ideology. Socialist ideology. So of course there is no doubt that it's a correct, because emergence of economy globalism doesn't imply the declining of the social ideology, of course. And second one's ideology of the socialism believe in universalism and globalization. Yes, globalism. So of course the reason is a good explanation of assertion A. So A is going to be correct in my opinion. Why? Because of course the let you inform that globalism is a policy of the placing, yes, the placing the interest of the world above the above those who are those of the individual nation. Once again, globalism is a policy of placing, yes, interest of world above those of individual nation. Also means that there would be free movement of the goods and service. That's reflected globalism, of course, cross national boundaries. So socialism, what is that? Socialism, as we know, that is an economic system based on a state ownership of means the production including capitals. Universalism, what is that? Universalism means, of course, the application of the certain basic principle at universal level. So now totally clear. I hope that. So A is going to be correct. Question number C. National income is, what is that? Net national product at the market price can be it's net national product at the factor cost. Of course it is going to be, because it's a totally national income we're going to be talking about. Definitely it's a net national product at factor cost is determined. So B is going to be correct. C, 70 number millennium. C, sorry, MAT. MAT is standing for, of course, minimum alternative tax is introduced in budget of the government of India for which year? So here we have to, of course, MAT was introduced, as we know, that in 1996 to 97. What is that? MAT is standing for minimum alternative tax was introduced in the budget of 1996 to 97, and the MAT company is required to pay the minimum, yes, tax of 7% of the book profit in cash, or yes, in cash the tax on the total income computed under the normal provision of law work and are to less than this amount. So that's why, especially here, so of course the 60 number is going to be a B correct answer. Sorry, 70 number is going to be a D. It's 96 to 97. Now here, see, match the list that we have to here. The firstly, let you inform that especially Chela Committee of Tax Reform 1993, of course, Chela Committee on Tax Reform. So which one is going to be a Chela Committee? Of course, that's going to be a tax reform. So this will be a C answer. So one is going to be C. Where is going to one is a C? So definitely it's going to be the correct, my dears. B is going to be, of course, it's really easy. There should be no doubt. And one thing let you inform, so that's Omkar Goswami Committee on Industrial Sickness. Of course, in 1994 it was mad, and especially Ranga Ranjan Committee on especially disinvestment of share in PSU. So and when it was especially in 1993, and R.N. Malhotra Committee, of course, the reform in insurance sector in 1993 it was in. So B is going to be the correct here. According to the latest census figure, sex ratio in the India is going to be declining, stable, increasing, of course. Mostly it's going to be fluctuating. So D will be the correct in my opinion here. So 19 is going to be why it shows, because as we know that in 1981 the census, the sex ratio in the India was, yes, 934 by, especially, yes, by 1991, means especially I mean to see that actually in 1981 the census, the sex ratio was especially 934 girls by, of course, the 1000 male, and in 1991 it had a decline in especially 927 by, of course, 1000 men. In 2000 especially won the census, it was the census that rose, of course it was the rose that 933 especially female by, especially I mean men 1000. So it shows that, of course, the given the fluctuating, the depending upon the specific census being stated. So that's why it's going to be the D, and the 20 is going to be, what is that? Let's have see what are the correct sequence of some actually descending order of the following the state in the respect of the female literacy as per the, of course, the census of 2011. So there should be no doubt that Kerala will be, and Kerala and the Mizoram, there is a good literacy rate, as we know that, of the women and men also. So which one is going to be the 2020? As we know, especially according to the census of 2001 here asking. So if we move according to 2000 in a way that is suitable for the 2001 census, then what is going to see that, as we know, the declining order of the state for the female literacy rate is Kerala 87.7%, Mizoram is, of course, 86.7%, Goa is 76 point, especially 5% is Nagaland, 61 point, yes, 5% is was seen. So which one is going to be? Of course, definitely Kerala will go through. It's going to be, it's easy. According to World Development Report, low income economies are those for which the per capita income GNP in 1994 was, see, it was asking in 2000, sorry, in 1998. So 21 is going to, as we know that I mean WDR is standing for, of course, World Development Report. So was the published by World Bank annually, there should be no doubt, but it was especially, I mean 2020 is going to be the C, less than option that it was, of course. So according to 1995 the GNP is asking, so that's why on the time, of course, US dollar 700 is especially, and the figure of the lesson that was. So C is going to be the correct here. The 21 is equal to C. Now 22, see, capital accountability, convertibility of Indian rupee is implied. Which one is going to be a C? C, number answer C. It's going to be the correct. So because as we know that the Indian rupee can be exchanged for any major currency for, yes, the purpose of the training the financial asset, and that's can be, of course, because why not able ways? Because Indian rupee can be exchanged by the authorized I'm dealer for travel. No, that is not going to be a, that the Indian rupee can be exchanged for major currency for the rupee of the trade and good service, not only for that. So that's why, of course, see, we have to give the priority that, of course, Indian rupee can be exchanged for any major currency, of course, for the purpose of the trading financial asset, etc., etc. So that is going to be the C here. Consumer, wait to see. Let's do once again let you inform some that, as we know 20C, 22 is going to be C. Why is it? Because the capital I mean capital account convertibility means, yes, the free conversion of cross-border capital flow. As we know, any entity can convert from the cross the border the capital. See, any entity can convert, of course, a domestic currency into the hard currency, as we know. So at the prevailing, of course, at the prevailing the market rate, and take the harder currency out of the country without rate and take without especially see, without the need of offering any explanation. Once again, the capital account convertibility means free conversion of cross-border capital flows. Any entity can convert domestic currency into hard currency at a prevailing the market, yes, and take a hard currency out of the country without, yes, without need of offering any explanation. So now 23 number C. 23 is a questions that is the supply especially side economy less the greater emphasis on the point of the view. And then 98 especially it was asked, so which one is going to be the correct? As we know, here it will be a here answer will be a C. What are the option has been given? C. Let's have especially C. 24 option is given here. The first is a producer, B is going to the global economy, third is a consumer, and fourth one is a middleman. So question is asking that yes, supply side economy lays the greater emphasis on the point of view. Yeah, the point of view of that is a consumer. Why to show? Because as a supply side economy is argued as economic growth can be most effectively generated by lowering the barrier to produce goods and the services. This means adjusting the income tax and the capital against tax rate and allowing the greater flexibility in tax and capital, and allowing the greater flexibility in the production process by reducing government regulation. According to approach, consumer will then benefit from the greater supply of the goods and the services would become available at the lower the prices, definitely. So that's why it can be, of course, going to be correct. So this is all about in this video tutorials. From the 25 to we will start especially whatever the question we will cover in the next video tutorial of Indian economy structure. So thank you guys, have a great time in this video tutorial, and please, if my video is going to be a benefit to you in any way, of course, please like and subscribe to my channels, because really that will inspire to me to make more and more videos, and I hope that of course this will benefit to you. So thank you guys, have a great times.